got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting my favorite tunes. I only got one thing.
What is gender neutral facilities? Gender neutral facilities refer to bathrooms, changing rooms, public transport, and other spaces that are open to people of all gender identities and expressions, rather than being designated for use by a specific gender. The goal of gender neutral facilities is to make public spaces more inclusive and accommodating for people who may not feel comfortable using facilities designated for a particular gender, such as transgender and non-binary individuals.
By creating gender-neutral facilities, it will provide secure experiences for people. Gender-neutral facilities offer unisex or gender-neutral restrooms, which can be an effective way to provide secure experiences for trans and non-binary users, as well as children and the elderly who may need assistance from a caregiver of a different gender. This can also make it easier for parents with children of different genders to accompany all their children to the same restrooms. Moreover, they also eliminate the need for transgender and non-binary individuals to make difficult decisions about which facility to use, which can be a source to stress and anxiety.
I beg to differ your point. First, I believe that when it's come to gender neutral facility, individual will feel embarrassed. Many of us will be interested to know why such thing occur. Basically, utilizing a gender neutral restroom may generate emotion of humility in certain traditional minded person when they consider using this kind of facility. Others may feel embarrassed to use the toilet in front of people of the same sex, much less than the opposite sex. Additionally, it will be quite uncomfortable for anyone to use the changing room when there is a larger group of people just standing around, not even utilizing the facility. For instance, the elderly woman will be humiliated as she adjusts her clothes and belongings in front of a young adolescent lad in a restroom. Therefore, this natural gender facility will have a detrimental impact.
I'm not agree about individual feel embarrassed that you point out, Sharul. Most of the public place offer a gender facilities, which might make other users feel comfortable and as if they are being recognized. You could not be forcing people to make a choice that does not necessarily align with their gender identify in order to use the bathroom, which is a basic of human need. For example, an office that has a gender neutral bathroom foster an inclusive environment that show the company cares about the diversity. It also demonstrates the company does not just tolerate workers' difference, but affirms them.
When you say that non-neutral gender facility will force people to make a choice, sounds really funny to me because until this minute, I've never confused or felt being forced to go into a man bathroom. I didn't know that all of this time you feel such like that, such pity for you. Never mind, let me continue with my important point, which is in Malaysia law relate towards LGBT, which is under section 377 of Penal Code. It is an offense for any person to have sexual intercourse that is against the law of nature. This shows that it is not only wrong from the aspect of Sharia criminal law, but it is also from the aspect of civil law. When you say that we should not force people to make a decision, then those people don't need to do that. Just follow the nature. If you are a man, go into a man bathroom. If you are a woman, go into a woman bathroom. It is just as simple as that. Don't make it too complicated just to fulfill your desire to support gender neutral facility.
The debate between the two sides is getting heat. Do not you want to hear and see it more?
Not all of the people are care about the Malaysian law, Aiman. But it's okay. Let me come up with my second point, which is this. Challenge lies more in older buildings with a limited space, or buildings suit with the shared hallway, bedroom where are the users of policy based on the building management, and not on a specific organization value of policies. Actually, we can save more space by making a part of hallway bedroom in wall buildings. The current best practice is moving towards allowing people to use the facilities that align with their gender identification.
Yes, I absolutely agree with my partner Hafiz. Cost effective is another advantageous for gender neutral facilities when compared with gender segregated facilities. The point is important to consider the long-term cost saving associated with gender neutral facilities. For example, they can help to reduce the need for separate facilities for men and women, which can lower maintenance and cleaning costs. Electricity and water bills can reduce by half of the amount for each month. Moreover, the cost-effective strategy is to use multi-use spaces, such as restroom and public transport that can be used by people of any gender. This approach reduces the number of separate facilities that need to be built or remodeled.
That's not always true, with the suggestion that sharing public facility with this group is more cost effective. Here, we are talking about sharing facility, saving costs, but what are the inconveniences and injustice to other group who want to use public facility comfortably without being bothered by this gender who not been recognized? Is this fair for them? Next, I would like to assert that the concept of gender neutral facility will lead to an increase in sexual assault. As I have stated, there is a chance that women might feel insecure in gender neutral facility. Additionally, using restrooms that are gender neutral might expose users to abuse in a culture that is still hostile to transgender and non-binary individuals. This can happen in places other than gender neutral restroom, such as a public transportation like LRT, MRT, and KTM. I just noticed a report of sexual harassment involving person of the same gender that took place in Johor, Malaysia at a gender neutral restroom. This demonstrates unequivocally that gender neutral facility might have extremely serious negative impact if they are extensively used in the future.
Before that, I want to give a response a bit about Ame and Hafiz's point. There are space and cost effective. Don't you see now how many facilities being separate between gender that already has been built, and those facilities never have such space or cost issue? By that, I suggest that the affirmative group don't make any perception, just want to make your point look good enough in this debate. I also agree with Sharon's point that sexual assault will be increased if you agree with the topic that neutral gender facilities. My point is community acceptance. This is because nation has a lot of race, religion. Did you do any research or any survey of acceptance of the people? Nation people always stick to their culture, religion, and social status since back then until now. This is an East country, not West country, where all of the new ideas or concepts being introduced will be accepted toward the community in the community of eyes without any hesitation. So think twice before you suggest something to be normalized in our country and our community.
Are you in the affirmative or negative groups? What are the conclusions for this debate?
I'm sorry, but it seems to be difficult if I debate with a person like Aiman and Sharul. Yes, you mentioned that there are not many gender neutral facilities in building, but maybe you forget that it's about facilities which are related with public transportation like bus, LRT, and other spaces. Many of them were built for gender neutral facilities to cut costs for sure. Therefore, gender neutral facilities can help in extremely high traffic, which can help to improve accessibility and inclusivity in high traffic areas by providing a safe and comfortable space for people of all genders to use. One of the main benefits of gender neutral facilities is that they can reduce the need for separate facilities for men and women, which can help to reduce congestion in high traffic areas. This can help to ensure that there are enough space or facilities for all users, and also helps in reducing the need to wait in long lines.
Are you sure that gender neutral facility will help in extremely high traffic? If now we go to a facility that has been separated between men and women and there is overcrowding, I don't think that is the main reason. Now, I want to ask you, do you agree when your family use gender neutral facility? For me, it is very terrible and I do not agree at all, because the possibility for my family to be disturbed when using the facility is high. As I have said before, there has been report of sexual harassment involving people of the same sex in gender neutral toilet. That is a report of same-sex sexual harassment. It is not impossible that this problem will be widespread and even worse if gender neutral facilities are widely accepted.
I agree when there are family use natural gender facilities. For me, it can be depend on the situation, whether the emergency case to use the natural gender facilities. Where we can look on Eid Mubarak, most of the people stop in any of gas station to use a toilet because they may have a long journey. This is in order to avoiding discrimination from the impression that there are social rules for which one gender is more suited than another's. The disparity in gender equality thought history has had a significant impact on many aspects of the society.
Last but not least, I want to state that we from the negative team are firmly against the topic of gender neutral facility. Whatever the affirmative team say, they need to realize that women and men cannot be in this same place on the same time. It is based on concrete reason, which is safety for both women and men. In this debate, we have already stated the embarrassment that will be faced, the law, sexual assault that might be faced, and a simple question, did you agree when your family was using the gender neutral facility? Besides that, yes, I agree with the statement that we as humans need to be open-minded, but it cannot be acceptable in every situation that we face in our life. Imagine that our sister, mother and daughter use the gender neutral facilities with full of men. I as a man will be completely anxious about what kind of situation that will occur to them. People that live a life with a respect toward everybody's privacy, mainly in terms of gender facility. Respect is how to treat everyone. A real man knows how to respect a woman because he knows the feeling if someone would disrespect his mother. And a men are respectable only as they respect.
Every panel has pointed out their opinion, so the choice is yours, either to support or not. Think wisely and have a great day. That's all from us. Thank you.